Simons now a tough guy to stop.
Jaylen Brown's checked in for the Celtics. Good on the second free throw. Former dunk contest champion Anthony Simons. Greg, also a threat from deep.
Yeah, over half his shots coming from long range. I mean, he's not exactly a point guard or a lockdown defender, but if you need a bucket, that's what he can provide.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
19 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now here's Tatum. He's got 14. 6 to shoot. Shot from the top of the key. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Celtics lead by 11. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Celtics?
I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And they've also been feeling it from beyond the arc. Good start for them so far.
Anthony Simons out there with Jaylen Brown. Then there's Sam Hauser. And it's Garza in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Boston 5. Brown finds Simons. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 5th assist in this one.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Here's Wembanyama. That's no good. It's his second miss. He's made 4. Pass to Simons. And here is Brown. From deep. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama, a screen. And Wembanyama with the flush.
Well, you can see why they involved Wembanyama in the two-man game.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Brown going inside.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Wembanyama gets the bucket.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When he gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Now, here's Simons. His last outing with 20 points. Offline with his 3.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Wembanyama with it. And Simons picks him up defensively. Count that one.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Garza. Connects from three-point range. Garza's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, when Simons is making plays for others, this offense becomes even more dangerous.
There's a screen. Here's De Silva. Hauser defending. Count it.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. And they double up Brown. Here's Garza. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Brown against Sharp. Wembanyama sets a screen for Sharp for 3. The rebound by the Celtics. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Portland.
And going back a season ago, it was a win for both sides in their 2 meetings.
Yeah, these non-conference matchups are a good measuring stick for a team. taking on less familiar opponents can tell you a lot.
Missed inside.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Here's Hauser. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Simon's becoming such a great distributor of the basketball.
Trailblazers trail by 10. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, thanks. The Celtics this summer trading Drew Holiday for Anthony Simons, player almost a decade younger. And Simons' deep threat capability is definitely a fit for the way the Boston Celtics like to play, especially now moving forward. He can fit in defensively. He could be a long-term contributor, guys.
He's more than capable. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. Making a change here. Tatum's checked in. And a chance to now check out the scoring distribution between the front court and the back court players tonight for Portland.
And their guards really have done what they could to keep it close. What little offense they've been able to generate has come from the backcourt. They just need a little more balance.
Now, here's Sean. He had 15 points last outing. Nice shot by Thompson. Thompson's got 10 points in the game.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Now Tatum. He's got 14. Inside, Tatum.
Well, just another night in the office for Jason Tatum. We've come to expect big games from him. He is that special.
Inside, here's Thompson. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. For Portland, they won their last contest, that game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Tatum with a screen on Sharp. Pass to Garza. Here's Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. Lets it go from deep. He's off on that one.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Here's the Beast. A 38-point game for him in the win against Brooklyn.
And he did a... ton of damage from the line. Assertive play and consistent free throw shooting can be a huge difference.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of this one.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Kate is checked in, and it's White in for Sam Hauser. And Portland with a change here, too. Kamar is checked in.
You really don't even have to watch him at the line. Just listen for the net.
Outside Tatum. Back to White. And he drives in. That one goes. Count it. White's got his third basket of the night.
Cunning drive by White. He saw a hole and took advantage.
Here's the Beast. Covered by Simon. Kamare misses. And that's a foul called on the Beast. That'll be his second foul of the game. Pritchard, he's checked in for Anthony Simon. Boston leading by 11. And here's Brown. He has 7. And the Beast pulls it down.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
From the arc. And it's Derek White with the rebound. Boston's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. to Brown. 5 to shoot. And here's Tatum for 3. Trailblazers trail by 11. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. With this chance, let's show you the league's most intimidating shot blocking defenses from last season. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
Well, they played great defense last season. They had great rim protection, and they were very disruptive.
Celtics making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. For the Trailblazers, Wembanyama. He's checked in for Bilal Coulibaly. And Doncic is subbed in for Sharp. So it's the Celtics now. At one point, they led by 16, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, they just got ambushed. Not really expecting the comeback. And I mean, it came on quick and strong, but I think it could be a good lesson for them moving forward.
Here's Thompson. Rebounded by the Celtics. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Boston leading by 13. And sometimes Stan lost in everything he has done for his team. Jason Tatum is one heck of a playmaker.
Yeah, Kevin, I think what happens to guys like Tatum when they come into the league is because he can score the ball, and that's such an important skill. We tend to focus on the scoring. But Jason Tatum has become a better playmaker in his time in the league. He's become a better defender and a better rebounder. This guy excels at everything.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Now here's White. 7 points in the game. His three-pointers off the mark. Doncic against Tatum. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They lead by 11. Pass to Tatum. Now here's White. Launches a three. And the Beast pulls it down. The Beast's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
The all-around game of Doncic is impressive. A walking triple-double threat every night.
And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning and defense that led to it. But hard to bet against the talent of his caliber.
The three and the basket by Hauser. Hauser's got 5 points in the quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Out to Thompson. In the corner, it's Wembanyama. The putback. Here's the beast. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Jason Tatum.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
The Trailblazers have looked good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts. The Celtics making a switch here. Minod's checked in. Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, one that doesn't get...
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast.
The previous play is under review.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like...
The ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Portland making a change here. Sharp's checked in. That free throw good from Pritchard. Both free throws good from Pritchard. Here's Sharp. No scoring in this one. Wembanyama, a screen. Sharp, the best for Wembanyama.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Pass to Minot. And here's White. Shot clock at 5. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Three-pointer, Pritchard. Wembanyama with the rebound.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Out of this world. Sharp is so quick into the air, and then he just hangs forever. Able to do things most others can't.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam. Brought to you by AT&T. Pass to Pritchard. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Thompson sets the pick for Doncic. No good on the three.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those. He certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama too much inside.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
The drive by Doncic.
And great court awareness there helps Luka find an opening, and he just explodes on the drive.
Celtics leading by 8. Pritchard feeling it out a bit. And there's the drive. Here's Cada. And another basket for Boston.
Well, he's a bit of a microwave. He can heat up instantly, and he's cooking tonight.
It's Thompson off the drive.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game.
Team foul. Now into the lineup for the Celtics.
1 second left. Doesn't go for it. And so it's Boston in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll return shortly.
65. Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready.
Hey there, everybody. Jason Tatum has put his stamp on this game, looking so dominant so far.
He took a lot of good shots in the first half, also made some contested shots, playing with great confidence.
You know what? And now, not a bad... Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second.
And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. And you know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pop.
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Pass to Pritchard. It's good from long range. Pritchard's got 19 points.
Well, their schemes have been effective, and he's been a significant part of their focus.
Wembanyama, a screen on Brown. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Well, this is why Wembanyama is such a nightmare. The size, the speed, the touch. He has it all working.
Here's Pritchard. Brown sets a screen for Pritchard. Tatum on the wing. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Well, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Here's Doncic. Doncic converts inside.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Tatum with a screen on Doncic. And here's Brown outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Hey, Jaylen Brown never loses confidence. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla said he has great short-term memory. If he misses a shot, it never affects the next one. You can't shake him. I just love his poise and his ability to attack. Brown said, every time I take the floor, I want to be aggressive. Back over to you guys.
You absolutely love that confidence. Okay, Allie, we thank you. Sharp against White. There's Brown with the three. Boston again missing. Trailblazers trail by 6. Here's the Beast. He's got 14. Out to Thompson. Pass to the Beast. 6 on the shot clock. Jacks up a 3. Rebound Boston. Kata's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Here's Pritchard. An easy 2 points on the layup. Pritchard's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
And here's Doncic from the arc. And the 3 ball is good.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Come on, he's checked in for Doncic. And a look now at the various locations of the shots taken so far for Jason Tatum.
And everything he's touched has turned to gold. If you are on defense, you have to make sure all 5 players know exactly where he is at all times. Because if he gets a sliver of a look, he'll get it done.
On the wing, Brown. Covered by Kamara. Here's Kata. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Here's the Beast. And a miss there on the triple. Celtics leading by 5. You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
Back to Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 6th assist on the night.
Yeah, the closer Tatum gets, the easier it is for him. His touch is just so good.
Pass to the Beast. And the 3 off target. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. At one point, they led by 16. And the shot goes down.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working to get inside and getting good shots from close range.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Celtics leading by 7. Pass to Pritchard. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that really made their opposing teams earn their points a season ago. The Celtics second.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that it allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking.
Down low, here's Gata. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies.
Yeah, the drive to the bucket was great, but the finger roll was even better.
Brown wide open, he fired. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line. Three free throws.
Jaylen Brown proven to be a tough customer.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And on top of that, they're getting a lot of points off assists. And it's always a good sign when your team is working as a cohesive unit.
And you think of all that Jaylen Brown has accomplished, Coach? Top of the list, 2024 Finals MVP.
Yeah, look, it's tough to beat that as an accomplishment, Kevin. Win your team a championship and be the biggest part of it. But what I love about Jaylen Brown is the consistency of what he's done throughout his career. This guy has been good for a long time, and he's still got a long way to go.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Trailblazers making a switch here. De Silva's checked in. Celtics leading by 8. Richard with the ball. 21 points in the game. Teardrop shot. And the Beast pulls it down. The Beast's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And that's a foul called on the Beast. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
So that brings him up to 4 fouls. So he's forced to hold himself back a little now, which may make him a target for the offense.
Now Pritchard. It's tipped. 3-on-3. Here's the Beast. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Jaylen Brown. The Trailblazers have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6. Simons, he's checked in for the Celtics. And so he hits both. And when you watch Kamara, Coach, what stands out to you the most?
Well, look, I think what stands out the most is his athletic ability and his energy. Those things he brings every night, and he gets a lot done with those. And then his skills just continue to improve. And as they do, the sky's the limit.
4 on the clock. Pass to Gata. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. To the middle, here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Oh, he threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
Brown the pass to Gata, and that one drops. Gata's got 6 points in the quarter. Trailblazers trail by 8. Here's the Beast. He's got 20. And he comes it down.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Simons from outside. And it's Portland with the rebound. The Beast's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And he converts the layup. And now just a 4-point Celtic lead.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Brown kicks to Tatum. Out to White. Launches it. And the Beast pulls it down. The Beast's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Kamare. Here's the Beast. White covering. Here's the Beast. White with the defensive effort.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Oh, another huge night for Tatum. One of the top scorers in the NBA. Jason beats you in so many different ways.
To the paint. Here's Kamare. Takes it off the glass. Kamare's got his first points of the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Tatum passes to Brown. Strong finish through the contact from Brown.
There's some power to JB's game. He can simply go through contact.
Here's the Beast. 24 points for him. And stolen by White. Pass to Brown. No one near him. Portland grabs the miss.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Here's the Beast. 2 free throws coming up, and they call it. Shooting foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Trailblazers have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Celtics leading by 5. Pass to Garza. Now Brown, defended by Sharp. They get it back. Garza gets the bucket.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
Now, here's Simon. He's tightly guarded. Clock at 6. Baseline jumper. Swatted away.
A moment to check out Luka Doncic here. He's coming off an excellent season. Last year, checking in at 28 points per game, 7 assists and 8 rebounds. And most of all, you have to love the defensive grit he brings to games when he comes off the bench.
Yeah, I loved having options like him off the bench. Guys who bring effort. They can change the attitude of a team.
The Celtics making a switch here. Shireman's checked in. Pass to Wembanyama. Now, here's Simon. D right on him. Garza. Almost, but it rolls out. Trailblazers trail by 5. Here's Doncic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
The defense doesn't want to give Doncic an inch of space inside. That's why he's at the line so much.
Gonzalez, he's checked in for Boston. All free throws good from Doncic. Celtics leading by 3. Outside, Simon. Outside, Gonzalez. They double him with Wembanyama. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
No doubt how much those boards impact the overall outcome. You can't give them extra chances.
Chris Boucher's checked in for Gonzalez. It's a close game here in Boston. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. A steal. Nice break. Here come the trail.
Few defenders can keep up with Sharp in the open floor. This guy is electric.
3-pointers, Simon. It's rebounded by Doncic. Wembanyama sets a screen for Doncic. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Boston Celtics. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm. assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. We've got Anthony Simon. He's out there with Jaylen Brown. And it's Minot in at the 4 spot. That's the Boston 5. Out to the wing. Pass to Sharp to tie it up. Garza pulls it in. Garza's got his 4th rebound in this one. Simons surveying the D. There's Brown with the 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. That will be the 4th of the string of 5 played on the road. Wembanyama outside. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Wembanyama's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers. Now, here's Simons. There's the triple. Portland grabs the miss. Wembanyama's got his 16th rebound on the night. Wembanyama, a screen on Brown. Oh, watch out for Wembanyama!
The perfect lob partner, Wembanyama, with elite hand-eye coordination.
Boston's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Simons, the pass to Garza. And it's off from 3-point range. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. And that one, good.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Pass to Garza. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
Here's Doncic. Doncic gets it to go inside.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Celtics making a change here. Tatum's checked in. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. Coach told them to adjust on defense, saying they're calling it tight right now. We can keep the same effort, but less reaching in and all that. Don't let them beat us at the line. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Allie.
This one has been all about Amen Thompson, a freakish athlete. When he gets rolling, there's just not much a defender can do.
Sharp against Brown, and Simons has it in the corner. Shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 10 assists here tonight. So active.
Well, already an improvement for him from beyond the arc in this half.
Doncic passes to Wembanyama. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And that's now 27 points for Victor Wembanyama. Celtics trail by 7. Tatum on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. The kick out to Brown. Pass to Garza. Off target with his 3.
Now, he hasn't been great this quarter. The coaches need to try to figure out a way to get him going.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Tatum against Thompson. Right side Tatum. Pass to Garza. And stolen by Wembanyama. And stolen by Simon. A 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Simons has got 6 points in the quarter.
All quarter long, he's been zeroed in and knocks down big shot after big shot here in the 4th.
Doncic looking it over. Pass to Coulibaly for the three. Rebound, Boston. Garza's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Outside, Simon. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Doncic passes to Wembanyama. They double-team Wembanyama. And it's Doncic missing. Celtics trail by 6. That's a 2 from Simons. Again, Simons missing.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
And here is Doncic to the inside. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Wembanyama barely even has to elevate when he throws it down.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Inside, and stolen by Sharp, and stolen by Simon. Pass to Garza. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
What a swat. As Wembanyama refines his defense, more and more shots are going to be in danger.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Timeout, Blazers.
Trailblazers call timeout. And your Celtics dance team.
Making some changes. Kate is checked in, and Derek White subbed in for Sam Hauser. Portland also making some changes. Tamani Kamara, he's checked in for Bilal Coulibaly. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Sharp, and it's the Beast in for Doncic. Pass to Brown. Here's Keita. Clock at 4. Three-pointer, Pritchard. Wembanyama with the rebound.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Great positioning on the putback. Thompson's got the lead up to 10 now for the Trailblazers.
Timing and athleticism. That's how Thompson won himself the second opportunity.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Portland's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Down low. And it's Thompson with the jam.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Boston shooting straight 49% from the field. Three-pointer, Pritchard. And the Beast pulls it down. The Beast's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Wembanyama. Rebounded by Tatum. Tatum's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pritchard with a wide-open look. Bangs home the trifecta. Pritchard's got 24 points.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc. Great job securing the rebound. He had to work for that one.
To the paint. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Well, you've got to like that they're not settling. They're attacking the defense on the drive and creating great looks.
And also, guys, they push the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
Get down.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Fontecchio's coming in for Thompson. The first one falls. He makes one of two that time. Portland leading by 6. Here's the beast. And stolen by Tatum. Here's Pritchard. Boston again missing.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range area.
The beast passes to Fonjecchio. No good on the triple. And so White will bring it up for the Boston Celtics, and the shot is good. Tatum's got 12 points here in the second half.
Yeah, despite them being behind, he's been impressive, but he can't do it all by himself.
Good work there as it goes. And that's now 30 points for the Beast.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Brown! He's off from 3.
Might be time for a little different approach. His shot hasn't been falling here in the second half.
Here's Adams. Oh, what an assist. Leading him to the bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Picked him clean. Out on his own on the break. Pritchard rips down the rebound. Celtics trail by 8. And the shot goes in.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Timeout, Blazers. So for the Trailblazers, Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Steven Adams. Thompson comes in for Fontecchio. And Doncic is subbed in for Matisse Thybulle. Wembanyama, a screen on Brown. And he slams it down with a one-arm hammer.
Going to Wembanyama, any chance you get just makes a whole lot of sense. Victor is really on fire tonight.
Well, for the Celtics, this one not looking good. Oh, one dunk after another! Woo!
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
Here's the beast. He's covered by Brown. Thompson, a screen on Brown. 5 on the clock. Luka Doncic. The 3 doesn't go. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's foul number 2 for him. Celtics trail by 6. Here's Tatum. Hits on the turnaround jumper.
Well, he's never fazed by those big moments. Tatum with a big hoop right there.
Into the lane. Oh, that was a two-hander.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
The 8-footer. It's off. The Trailblazers should have been hitting almost everything here in the fourth, up around 58% from the field. Now, Doncic. So they foul intentionally. They double team Wembanyama. Doncic with it. Picked up by Brown. Just 4 to shoot. Rebounded by Tatum.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
Yeah, and it basically all comes down to this. If they come away empty here, this one's pretty much over.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Jaylen Brown, 4th personal foul, 2nd team foul.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by Boston. They're trailing by 8. What do you think, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
Well, I've been in this spot more times than I'd like to admit. All you can do is tell your guys to hold their heads up and finish strong.
Here's the beast. And so it's Portland winning this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Thanks so much. I'm here with Luka. And Luka, you got a tough win tonight. What are your initial thoughts on the performance?
You know, we got to win against a team that is very competitive. You know, they go hard no matter what. You know, they're a great team. And, you know, I'm just glad we got to win. And we got to keep going like that.
Victory tastes a little sweeter against an opponent like that. Thanks, Luka.
And as always, Allie, thank you so much. And that about wraps it up. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, the